the market for is gonna crash for these women when it comes to that box, man. What is it?
I got more on this chat GPT, but I don't know if you said you had one.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few.
Who's the keepers of the house?
No.
Who's the keepers of the house? Yeah, Wall Street, you know, you got economists that look at the markets, you know, every day, 24 hours a day, you know. They're going to be trembling soon, man. You know? Go ahead.
And the grinders cease because there are few.
The grinders cease. You know, it means to work. You know, Jake even got a slang term, the grind, man. I've been grinding all day. Basically means work, you know. Yep, the grind is gonna cease. It's been ceasing. It's fucking, one of the congressmen said, I think I sent it to the chat. He said, America's been in a recession since April 2024. So you can just imagine what it is now. This place is slipping into the depression.
And that's bad news if your mind is still connected to this place, if your spirit is still talking about I'm gonna achieve this, by the time I'm this age, I'm gonna be retired, on my 401k and this and that. That's gonna hit those people.
Yeah, it's delusional.
You know? Yeah. The people who have their mind is still here. Yeah. For us, hey, we're finally gonna get some rest, you know? Hey, I don't want to go to work every day.
Yeah, the Lord gonna take care of his men, man. Pursuant to Isaiah 65, you know, second chapter.
Yeah, you know? We live a simple life. We don't need all the bullshit that these people need.
Right. We're not attached.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna be easier for us to let the shit go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't get to do this or this, and like, hey, okay, good.
I already don't do it.
Yeah. I can't afford it.
I already don't do it.
I can't afford to run my electricity for air conditioner and Xbox, and I ain't got enough. I run a fan for a few hours. But
yeah, but we know why this place is going down the
that's
toilet
the real,
bowl. You know?
that's the real comfort in it.
That's the space. And that's the stability of the times we're living in, man.
Yep, okay.
You got the wisdom and knowledge.
You too, right?
Yeah. It's the second parallel. It says political apathy and cultural decay. In Rome, the people lost their political will. They traded their civic voice for personal gratification. In America, there are signs of similar apathy. Low voter engagement.
The voice of people today, yep.
Disillusionment with institutions. Polarization driven by...
Can I go back to that disillusionment? Because they really believe, even no matter what the numbers and the stats are saying, they still gonna back Trump. They still gonna back the left. They're gonna back their liberal view or their conservative view. They're gonna back their team regardless if they're winning or losing. You know, even against their own personal beliefs.
They're gonna beg for. They hated the right. They begged to get for the left. Now they hate the left.
Yeah.
And notice how it's just the same shit every 4 years.
Yeah.
One administration makes it so unbearable and so miserable that you wanna go back to the other side.
Yeah.
And then when they get in,
It's unbearable.
it's unbearable again.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you got nowhere else to go.
And that's why you gotta be very delusional and still believe in this two-party system. Because you keep getting the same results with either side. Babylon ain't getting nowhere, it's actually getting worse. And both sides are helping to spiral the process. All right? It says polarization driven by media echo chambers. A shift from duty-based citizenship to consumer-based identity. It says the parallel, bread and circus creates a passive population.
Can I throw a quick statement that sums it all up? Ask not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. That spirit is long gone in this place. Because when you were doing civic duty for your country, back when Kennedy said it, you felt like you had something. You can get a home, you could own a car, you had a reasonable job, your wife make sure the kids was good, only took one income. Now, these people spend like 2 or 3 hours of wake time with their children and doing it, but all of them, the kids is on a technology, iPad or whatever, and the parents is on it too. They don't even spend time together and talk. They don't even eat dinner at the table together no more.
Yeah, it says, bread and circus creates a passive population more easily manipulated or controlled. It says economic inequality and government manipulation. Rome's elite thrived while the lower classes were pacified.
It's categorical, so they know how to deal with these people. Oh, you broke, so you gotta take what we give you. Oh, you got a little something, so we'll pacify, but you still gonna take what we give you.
Right. How is, like, I don't know if brothers are familiar with, like, Nancy Pelosi, right?
Yeah.
How is Nancy Pelosi worth $400 million?
Right.
When her yearly salary is like $200,000.
Yep.
What is she doing?
Insider trading.
Insider, you said insider trading, right? Yeah, exactly.
There's even memes about that. You know, people make memes about these leaders, these people in power that just follow their steps, just do what they do, and you'll be able to make money.
You gotta ask the question, why, if she's worth all this money, why the fuck is she still in Congress? Like, what you gotta work for?
Yeah.
Right? And she
Right.
probably had the money way back when, so
Now,
you
she
need
got
it.
it. She
Yeah.
got it. Do some shady deals.
Of course.
Shady deals, bro. That's all it
Her
is.
liberal president.
that's Esau's way, man.
Well, that's her office. That's how she get the answers for the for the stock markets. You know, that's her office. She needs to get that insider information.
Yep.
You know, so she ain't gonna quit. She gonna die being a senator. Or whatever.
Yep.
I'm gonna read it again. It says, Rome's elite thrived while the lower classes were pacified. And see, once the people woken up, enough people wake up to the elite and how one-sided it is, that's when Job 20, where it says every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. Because they're gonna realize, man, we've been getting fucked this whole time by these elite. That's where James, the 5th chapter comes in. You rich men, you hoard all these riches for yourself in the last day. You got all these people that are suffering because you done defrauded them. You kept everything back by fraud through a fraudulent credit-based system, banking system. Put everybody in debt and let it just continue to collect for decades, for centuries. And now basically you control the world through debt. You know? Usury. It says a massive wealth inequality, a shrinking middle class. And that's what 2020, the C-19, all these different situations, these crises that they're able to engineer and then use it as a means to build up their capitalism through these corporations.
Yeah, in Revelation 13:16, it ain't say rich, middle class, and poor. It said rich and poor.
Yeah.
Yep. It says government spending on entertainment-friendly agendas, while economic essentials like infrastructure, education, and healthcare are neglected.
Shit the people need.
If you see how much money the government spends on just bullshit, like I seen something where they spend like $1 million on condoms or some shit.
They was doing I think they put 200 million. It was either it's like a 2 or 10 million. It's like towards basically it was test to see if like some amphibian was like
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I'm not trying to use the word, but as an elder Yeshua would say, labiquita, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Worthless spending.
Who cares?
Bro.
It says when a society spends more on entertainment than on essentials, they building up the damn the stadium for the A's. Why the fuck is that important? The tourism is fucking losing.
Yeah, it's going.
The city's losing money, and then you're gonna spend more money to build up a damn stadium.
Right.
And that's only going to do is just going to raise the property value
Yep. And all the
The
little
cost of
men-
living out
and the
here.
cost of living.
Yeah.
So just like what's happening in California, this is going to happen here in Vegas. You're going to see a big migration situation.
Exodus.
You know,
It's a
exodus.
little bit, it's a little bit cheaper.
Huh.
I got a list of a lot of the things that the government spent money on. This is 22.6 billion aiding illegal migrants through resettlement
Hey, somebody
programs,
go back to Isaiah 19.
home and car purchases and loans. This is the government.
Aiding them in home.
7.5 billion funding a few dozen electric vehicle stations across the nation. 7 billion funding green energy projects that reduce greenhouse gases and promoting the adoption of green alternatives nationwide.
You know what that green thing is about? You still gotta spend like 50% of that is on natural fuel.
Yeah.
What's the point? Just use the fuel.
2 billion funding projects to decarbonize American housing to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. I'm gonna read this one right here. 312 million providing business loans for children 11 years old and under. What the?
Business
A
loan?
business loan for an 11-year-old
Or under.
or even an 8-year-old?
Man, that's basically a shell company.
Yeah.
That's just
59 million supplying services for housing.
That's how Nancy Pelosi
Yeah.
got that kind of money. Shit like that.
Listen to this. 35
But
point.
y'all caught up with Kawhi Leonard's shell company. That's what Jake here. They ain't looking at your government with billions on the table that you don't have to show up for. Their 8-year-old that been deceased 4 years got 3 companies in their name still.
Notice they got all these millions to just dish out.
Yep.
But you niggas still been crying about your reparations. They still not worried about giving you niggas no reparations. They'd rather just give that shit off
Yeah.
to dumb shit.
They ain't giving it to you.
They'll never give nothing of that, a big lump sum, a little piece of that crumb from the master's table. They would never give that to you. They'd rather they'd rather break it into more little crumbs and spread it elsewhere. You know?
Supporting 26.3 million supporting higher education in Egypt. 24 million promoting resilient livelihoods in Gaza. 17.5 million supporting male circumcision and condom programs. 17.3 million
We with the circumcision.
Yeah.
We with that. You know, that's cool. That's a lot. but
providing diversity and inclusion scholarship programs to students in Burma. Listen to this. $11 million producing the Middle Eastern version of Sesame Street in Iraq. You can't make this shit up.
And billions to the small hats. Right.
And look,
Look. 6.2 million studying the effects of asthma on transgender individuals
Stop.
in the U.S.
Stop.
I'm gonna send this to the chat, bro. You can't make this shit up. This is where your government, this is where your money's going. Your tax dollars going. Not to fix your streets, not to fix the infrastructure, bridges and shit. That to basically experiment with your money. Imagine you giving your check to someone just to
Hey, use this to buy something and
Right.
take care of things.
Right.
Say, all right, so we're gonna go make sure the shit that don't matter, just in case it might matter, we're gonna make sure it don't matter.
this is where your Social Security is going. You ain't gonna get no Social Security.
Yeah.
You know, you think, oh, I turn 65, I get Social Security. No, you ain't. Well, by the time we ain't gonna be that far, brother. By the time a lot of these people get to that point, this shit gonna be gone.
I
Because
got
big programs like this, like
I
y'all
got
got it.
scripture, Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunted proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases not that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That's that thick clay, but it's a heavy debt. You know, so the dollar bill is nothing but a debt instrument. You know, that's why, you know, these billions and billions of dollars are being basically washed and spent on, you know, privileged, dumbass shit. You know, so Esau is using this dollar bill as a heavy debt instrument. You know, it's a debt instrument. You know, that's why the inflation is running rampant.
Monopoly money.
Pretty much. It's like
Well, you see the decision making from your government. All they're doing is just making one-sided decisions, and they're not thinking about the actual citizens of society. They're not caring about the well-being or the progression of the citizenship. You know, so that type of decision making is what's going to contribute to all the unrest and chaos. When people are in that spirit of sedition, they want to overthrow you. Because all the moves that you're making is only hurting the people.
Right.
It's not actually strengthening them.
It's helping people abroad.
It's helping it's helping the powers that be.
Right.
The corporations, the banks, and the super rich, that's who it's benefiting. It's not benefiting the common people. All right? And that's why the scriptures say here, Wisdom of Solomon 6:24, it says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. You know? But like it says in Isaiah 19, the Lord gave them over to a spirit of perverseness. He gave them a perverted spirit, man.
It's mingled a perverse spirit.
He mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt that got them just spiraling, man. Making dumb, stupid decisions. It got you staggering like a drunken man in his vomit. So now you got homeless everywhere. Now you got a lot of people depressed. So you got cities where an entire fucking block is filled with a bunch of oid heads.
Yeah.
Everybody on fentanyl or crystal meth or some type of drug.
And they're doing nothing to fix it. Yeah, they doing something. They're gonna euthanize them.
Yeah.
You know, put them in a facility, and then
They give them 18 billion to run a facility. They can run it on 100,000.
That's what a lot of them FEMA coffins is gonna go to, putting them the homeless in.
Because they just criminalized being homeless, didn't they?
Yeah. They're gonna find you.
Yeah.
they're the same people they gave free needles to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and drug kits to.
Yeah.
Your government did that, man.
Yeah, it says, when a society spends more on entertainment than on essentials, it mirrors Rome's late stage imbalance.
Kind to land back, especially here in Las Vegas, man. And we the college here is like #1 in like the world for hospitality, man.
Yeah.
You know, so every year you have tens of thousands of students who enroll within that hospitality major, and only to graduate and not be able to work. You know, so here they are, they're given however much money they are a year for that degree, and can't get a job once they make it out, man.
2 blocks over.
Because every month they're laying off thousands of individuals from these hotels, man. And but you people still don't see the problem.
Because the niggas don't read. They don't look in the news.
Exactly.
If you in the middle of a program in college, you obviously want to look in the news and see what's going on. Because shit, you might want to change your major because they know, you know, even though we know college is bullshit
Jobs
anyway,
come.
but
AI and took your job.
right.
away.
So why are you continue down this road where it's a dead end?
Whatever
Especially
happened.
these women.
Yeah.
These women are getting caught up in that web.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that was boasting for the longest how so-called educated they are.
Masters.
And they got all these degrees and they're strong and independent. They're the main ones that's crying. I'm in a bind, mate. They're the main ones.
They turned to OnlyFans.
Yeah. What happened to that degree? Why are you in the kitchen, you know, flipping burgers now or bartending?
And Trump and Musk, when they came out with that Doge thing, where they were gonna run through everything, see the spending, make cuts, they threw in front of you the idea of sending you a check. We're gonna send everybody a check.
$5,000.
You know, from all this money we're saving. Yeah, okay, where's that check at? What happened?
Yeah, you be out, it's gonna happen. It's just people. It has to be more pressure applied, you know, for the people.
More people have to
lash
go
out,
without work, you know? A welfare state.
It says 4, moral and spiritual decline. Somebody get to read Isaiah 19.
I got it. This is Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work therefore.
And that's pretty much the Lord basically describing the downfall, the deterioration of a kingdom. You know, when your leaders are given over to that confused spirit, and they're making all these unwise decisions, and it's causing all these ripple effects in their own economy, their own culture, you know, their morality. That's how you know that that's a sign of a kingdom that's imploding. It's falling apart. All right. So that's what we're witnessing. And the scriptures say there is no new thing under the sun. All right. It says Rome became infamous for decadence, sexual immorality, idol worship, and violence. Many cultural critics argue that modern America is in a similar state, with the normalization of vice and chaos in entertainment, an obsession with spectacle over substance, a loss of shared moral framework or objective truth. Pleasure replaces purpose. As in Rome, cultural disintegration weakens national resilience.
Disintegration is separatism.
It says a collapse under its own weight. Rome fell not just from external invasion.
Can I go back real quick? It said disintegration because now it's becoming a cultural disintegration, but it's not about the culture as much as it is about the living wage gap. What's that? The classes. The poor and the divide between the poor and the upper class is growing because that middle class is being there's no connection.
Yes, that middle class is being decimated.
Imagine how you feel when you see, you know, across town they got boats in their yard, but then you can't even. You got to catch the bus. Everybody in your neighborhood got to catch a bus or got a bucket. Ain't nothing over 06 in that neighborhood. You know, people notice that shit. And they can feel it.
It says collapse under its own weight. It says Rome fell not just from external invasion, but from internal. Economic mismanagement, political corruption, military overextension.
America's everywhere, man. Stretched in.
See that? And that costs all these wars. That costs.
Costs trillions.
They're taxing your pockets to keep these wars going.
Trillions of dollars, man.
Yeah. Now you got to fight with Venezuela. You got to fight with. Now it's damn near looking like Afghanistan again.
Yeah.
Now you know. Iran and Israel can start back up any moment now.
Yeah. The difference is these countries that America's at odds with, they're not standing alone this time.
Yeah.
They're making alliances. They're making agreements with Russia, with China, these countries that's going to come to their defense. It's going to be a what does it say in Ezekiel 38? It's going to be a guard unto these smaller countries. So these countries, they're willing to go the extra mile to, you know, to stand up because they know, hey, Russia, Putin say, hey, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't trip. You know, remember the missiles I gave you? Yeah. You know, with Afghanistan and these various other smaller countries.
You can't forget about Taiwan. They're going to end up into it with China over Taiwan eventually.
Yeah.
They the same people.
Yeah. I was looking at this thing. It was like a game, but it's showing you how easy it is for China to invade Taiwan.
Easily.
It's like they could take that.
Like America invade Mexico.
They could take that shit over in a day, bro.
It's right
With little effort, you know, with drones and Shit like, you know, airstrikes, take out their, you know, their power, attack their communication, attack their main resources. They have no choice but to submit. And is America going to come to their aid right away? No, America going to lead them out to dry. They don't have to. Because America knows they can't win a war with China. Because all China got to do is hit a EMP, a cyber attack, and shut America's infrastructure down overnight. Just hit all the banks with viruses, hit the grids, the power grids, the water grids with viruses. And
yeah, that's when the nigga want to wake up.
Yeah.
That's when the nigga want to inquire.
Yeah.
It says, some argue America is heading down the same road. It says, Slakia, no. One of the points, it says, economic mismanagement, political corruption, military overextension, loss of public virtue. Some argue America is heading down the same road. Unsustainable debt, endless wars, fractured institutions, and distracted citizens.
Distracted citizens.
Yep. It says a final insight, bread and circuses isn't just a critique of government manipulation, it's a warning to the people. When a nation chooses comfort over conviction, distraction over discipline, and pleasure over principle, it trades liberty for illusion and eventually pays the price.
Yeah. Woo. They that trade convenience and what is how to go safety. You got it. Yeah, I never get it right? Sir, neither.
And this is the reason why the Lord gave the urgent warning to these other nations. He said basically to go back to your own country, you know, because the plagues, the judgments that is reached unto the heavens. So you might want to basically get out of the country and go back to your own country so that you don't be partakers of what the Lord got in stores for this place. If you try to wait here too long because you know you still lingering on at the wine of Babylon's wine of her fornication, you don't sober up enough. You don't sober up quick enough. You're gonna be right here, partaking in those plagues, man. You know.
I had a precept real quick. You should read
I think he was.
Go ahead.
Benjamin Franklin. They that give up liberty for temporary safety. It's like they that give up essential liberty. Those who will give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Yeah. Everything that they're giving up for the convenience and the comforts, all is getting taken away. They know that's your weak spot, so they're gonna take it away to control you.
And the Most High knows that's Babylon's weak spot. Yeah. Isaiah 47.
Yeah.
Y'all that are given to pleasures and dwell carelessly. That's your weak spot right there, man. Your decadence and your false sense of security.
You can come here and you don't have to farm. Hey, somebody said something, I can't think of who it was. They said, I can't think of who said it. Said I went to America and they had every fruit all year round.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
Yeah. So certain fruits you're not supposed to, like, you know, certain fruits have certain seasons. When you go into the grocery store, you shouldn't see a peach year round. You shouldn't see certain fruits year round. But here,
they're
everything at all times.
Everything.
Yeah.
And you notice too, when you get certain foods that's out of season, it tastes worse.
Yeah.
I got an article to back up what this brother just went into with the ChatGPT. This was via New York Times. It was 4 days ago. It was posted. It's an anti-austerity strikes and protests going on in France.
Oh yeah.
It says big anti-austerity street marches and labor strikes gripped France on Thursday, raising the pressure faced by Sebastian Lecornu, the country's new prime minister, as he tries to pass a debt-reducing budget by the end of the year. Railway workers, students, civil servants, and others joined protests organized by labor unions to oppose the plans of Francois Bayrou to cut 44 billion euros
which is nearly $52 billion from next year's state budget. France's Interior Ministry said over 500,000 people had attended the protest, which is one of the leading labor unions put the figure at over 1 million. So pretty much they're trying to cut wages.
That's everybody trying to cut wages. Everybody got to cut back. You ain't noticed your French fries changed at your favorite fast food restaurant? You didn't realize your straws was high quality, now they low quality? You didn't realize your silverware, your salt, little shit that your napkins is cheap now at these places.
You get smaller portions.
Smaller portions.
Shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation. Yep. Oh, somebody said McDonald's used to have that a big ass red thing of large fry. Now the large fry is like a bag. It's not that carton no more. It's a bag and it's smaller. It says large on it. It's because it's mental, you know.
Just
It's
that
way
super
smaller,
size me
bro.
option.
Yeah, way smaller.
They had one that's bigger than supersize.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that shit, but
One that's large. It's super size.
Yeah,
It's large.
yeah,
Yeah.
supersize. Ain't that a
Crazy.
bitch?
Like them people in France, they're out there protesting and basically kicking up dust because they actually they understand how government is supposed to run. They understand about infrastructure. They value infrastructure and a righteous government for the people that they're ruling.
Public education.
Public education, all the things that Americans don't value, they value on that side of the world.
Yeah, like you said, they understand how it's supposed to run. You know, how they understand like not a completely righteous, but a somewhat righteous society is supposed to go. You ain't supposed to have, mow this and mow that everywhere, and adultery and just everything is over sexualized. And this is not, in France, of course, they got their wickedness, but it's nowhere compared to here in Babylon. It's total, complete confusion.
And they're actually paying attention to what's going on in their government.
Yeah.
Like Americans, if it don't directly affect them, they don't pay attention to it.
They watch LeBron James
Yeah.
or any major athlete that's making $172 million on their new contract, and that ain't wasting money to go dunk a basketball or throw a football or something. But that's what the people look at.
They're
That's
busy
the
following
politicians.
fucking Taylor Swift and Kelsey,
Exactly.
whatever
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like.
Jason Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
Wedding,
Travis Kelce.
the telenovela romance, you know?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before those, not Jake, but the Americans, they reach their point of
Their boiling point.
their boiling point. So where they like, okay, now that's enough, man. But these other nations, France is known for that too. They known for going out there and expressing their
But they were protesting. What were they like? The yellow vest or green vest or some shit? Like a yellow vest. They were doing that for like some years straight. I don't know if they continue to do it, but that shows you the mind state and the dedication they have for change. Like they're looking for, they're heathens, not heathens, but some jakes over there, but they're looking for a change too. Just like us. But we understand we're looking for a monumental global change of rulership where righteousness will dwell forever.
Over in the Middle East, over in France, over the Western Europe, where they're America, North, South, Central, on the islands, the whole world needs new management. Everybody's mishandled it. I got it.
There's just a little bit more. It says labor unions say that anything resembling Mr. Beirut's budget, which is the previous prime minister, which among other measures proposed to freeze welfare payments at their current level, will place an unacceptable burden on lower and middle class workers. The unions want higher taxes on wealthy individuals and big businesses, and more funding of public services, and a reversal of Mr. Macron's increase in legal retirement age. Which is unrighteous, man. You're not supposed to go into a damn store and see a 75-year-old woman working.
Yeah.
Here, Babylon, that's exactly what you're gonna see. You see one of the Golden Girls at Walmart behind the cashier, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people retire and they're forced to find a job again because they just what they get a month is not enough.
Yeah, ain't they trying to kill Social Security?
They're also trying to push back more and more the retirement age.
Yep.
To the fucking point that when you do retire, you got like 2 years left before you expire. You know?
That old?
It's crazy, bro.
Second Ezra 9 in a GNT. It says he answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you have appeared, you will know that the time has come when the Most High will bring judgment on the world he has created. There will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what the Most High has spoken about since the beginning of creation. Yeah, that's why you're seeing all these uproars from all these people. Whether in the UK, whether in France right now, you know, over there in Nepal.
Yep.
It's growing everywhere, man. Down in what was that? Somewhere in Central America, somewhere. I don't know if I don't think it was Ecuador. It's one of them countries
Honduras,
down
maybe? I'm not sure.
It's
I know they
one
had a
of them
flood in
countries down
Honduras,
there.
excuse me, but yeah, I'll look it up. Shit.
It's uproars everywhere, man. Because you got the rulers, they selling their people out.
Everything's privatized.
Yep.
So, yeah, Mexico's hella rich in minerals and oil and all kinds of shit. But guess what? It's privatized. It's been sold to rich Edomites.
Yep.
Okay.
Gangsters.
So what good is for your land to be fruitful if the people who inhabit the land don't reap the benefits?
Yep.
Some fucking rich devil owns it. He sells you your water.
Yep.
The all the things that you need that are there that you can use to live a decent life. He owns it, and then he sells it back to you
With tax.
with interest. That's the Edomite. Okay, that's what he's done throughout the world. He sets up puppet leaders, and those leaders bring forth executive orders and legislation that privatizes all the goods from that land.
Yep.
I had a precept. I don't have anything. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. No one read that? No. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein.
Hey, like for example, we know that this society is a capitalistic society. They're all capitalists. Well, the average mind of an American, a lot of people have that capitalistic mindset. Everything is, I need to make a profit. You know, even down to these Israelite leaders. Everything is to make a profit.
Yep. Profit margins.
So everybody is to capitalize. Because the powers that be, they're capitalists. You know?
It's fucking monopoly, man.
And they profit at any cost. They don't care who they kill. They don't care who they defraud. They don't care if people have to suffer or starve because, for them to make money. For them to make even a small profit, they don't care. That's this part. Go down right there.
Psalm 73. Is that brought up? Psalm 73?
No, go ahead.
Psalm 73. foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them like a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have no more than heart. It's like they have more than the heart can wish.
They got an abundance of everything. They control all these industries. They control all the resources. You got two rich Edomite that lives in a 30 bedroom mansion. You know, you got and they have these rich Edomites. They own multiple properties. They own all the real estate, but they want more. These devils want to buy and put their name on real estate on the moon, in Mars, in space. You know? You see what you want?
Yeah, verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
Yeah, they sit on all this wealth. They leave their children to inherit that wealth while they're telling you, you know, pick yourself up by the bootstraps.
Eat cereal.
You know? Stop complaining. Slavery was you know, hundreds of years ago.
A long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Work
Pull
harder.
yourself up by the bootstraps. But their wealth is inherited. They're born into the shit.
They have a percentage when they're born. They have a percentage of so many stocks, percentage of the family business, where they, of course, they're babies. They don't get to spend it, but it goes into account.
Trust fund.
And that shit gains interest, you know, and compound interest. And that not only do they get that money, but they get the money that their family gives when they pass them. So it's.
You forgot, they said, what was that? Business for 11 and under? What was that?
Oh, yeah. It was like.
That's for them.
Yeah.
They kids.
Yeah.
Jake don't know about that.
Even
Jake trying to find out about it.
And these are grants.
Yeah.
That dude, that demon, Gil Bates, he supposedly is gonna donate all his fucking money once he's gone, you know? But I looked into it, he's actually putting it in basically it's like a trust fund that's gonna go to his family.
Yeah, or non-profits that are in their kids' names, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all, yeah, okay, he's gonna give up all his billions that he got, you know?
Yep. Verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how does Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocence. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. Yep, and that's the way of, you know, that's how the hopeful elect feels, man. Plagued and chastened every morning, man. All day. It said, if I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. That's right. So we're prophesying of Esau's end right now. You know, his end is gonna go out by the way of destruction. You know, nuclear destruction, World War III, and ultimately Yahweh Shai is gonna come back with the angels, which is our Air Force, man.
A lot of them crowns is gonna be off Edomites' heads.
Yeah.
I got something.
Oh, let me finish this.
Go ahead.
You still reading Z? I'm back in Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
I got something that goes with that. It's Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, pride is hateful before Yahweh, in men.
It's the same chapter, that's why.
Oh,
No, but you're good.
Wait, you were there?
Yeah, it's not the same verse. It's not the same
It's all
verse.
good.
It's good, bro. You got
And by
chapter.
both doth one commit iniquity.
Yep.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Man, hey, like for an example, they've conditioned the people to now always anticipate that there would be some type of world event where they can utilize a crisis, whether it be an epidemic. And once they declare these epidemics, you now got to come up under a medical martial law.
Right.
And now, Big Pharma and the World Health Organization, they now have the world in the cups of their hand.
Yep.
And guess who gets paid? Who benefits from these crises? Big Pharma.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
All right, the World Economic Forum. Okay, they all get. Hey, when that first shutdown happened and they shut down those so-called non-essential small businesses, corporations got super rich.
They were able to still stay open.
Because they were the ones that were still able to keep their business.
Walmart
open.
didn't close.
Huh?
Walmart didn't close.
Hell no.
Costco didn't close.
All the major corporations, Amazon,
Bro, why the fucking...
none of that shut down.
Every small business had to go.
So you wanted to believe they start having these crises back to back. Pay attention to the corporations
Yep.
and how they increase after every crisis.
It was a money grab because they took the middle class, which is like the people that own businesses and may have had a job or earned just enough to be above, to sit comfortably above the poverty line, took all their money and put them under and put them in debt. Those were the first homeless people, the middle class.
Yeah.
Because the government wasn't paying for them. So why do you think they had such disdain for the poor, those who are on welfare?
And they were used to a certain life status, and then they went from almost upper class to like they just dropped because their monthly expenses may have been like $10,000, $12,000. And when you go from dishing out that much or paying that much to, hell, you only making a portion of that, a quarter of that.
2,000.
Shit, you gonna lose car, you gonna lose house. You don't have you don't have the financial backing or you don't have a job to refinance your home because or to qualify to refinance your home. So it's like they were stuck. A lot of them were going to these food banks. A lot of them began to live in their cars. So and they didn't qualify for government assistance then. They probably do now, but this is just it's a cycle that's going to continue till it wipes out the middle class completely.
It says here, the following corporations increased their net worth significantly during the C-19 pandemic by capitalizing on shifts in consumer behavior towards online services and at-home entertainment. This is when they locked everything down and you couldn't go out and do anything.
Watching Netflix at
Right.
home.
So who benefited? It says technology and e-commerce. Amazon.
Yep.
As lockdowns forced people to stay home, Amazon's e-commerce and grocery delivery services saw a massive increase in demand. In the second quarter of 2020, Amazon's grocery sales tripled year over year. By October 2021, the company's annual revenue had grown to 1.2 trillion. That's Amazon. Microsoft. Soaring demands for remote work and cloud computing services drove strong profits for Microsoft. The company's productivity segment, which includes its Office suite, saw revenue grow by 15% in the first quarter of 2021. Its cloud service, Azure, saw revenue increase by 50% during the first quarter of 2021.
That's why every time they interview that dude, Gil Bates, he couldn't help it. He had a big old he just smiling from ear to ear, man.
And the rich got richer. You figure 50% increase, 15% increase of their revenue. So like multiple articles have said, you had billionaires become trillionaires. You had millionaires become billionaires in that time span of less than 3 years. You know, from when that shit started? 2020? 2020?
2019.
Yeah.
Started in China and
then 2020 March or February around there to 2023, they made all this money. It's 19 was a big money grab, you know, and a control grab also. You know, it was one of the biggest psyops. Oh shit, to date. You know,
that's what it was.
And
it pulled the world's biggest heist. In world history.
wealth transfer.
Well, a big wealth transfer.
Wealth.
It says Google.
Yep.
Google's parent company benefited from the surge in online activity and digital advertising as people spent more time on the internet.
People said people at home for 3 years, 2 years.
Well, people, it was really 3 years because people began to work from home, and then Trump, you know, made a lot of people go back, but that came, you know,
Homework.
yeah.
Alphabet's profit more than doubled in 1 quarter in 2021, driven by online advertising. Apple, the company saw a rise in sales for its electronics, including iPhones, Macs, and wearables, as people upgraded their devices for work and school. Facebook, Meta, with millions of people using its apps monthly, Facebook saw its usage soar and advertising revenue
I was just
grow.
gonna say, it's advertising that's what YouTube also.
Zoom, the company's revenue grew by 191% in early
191%.
That's
200%.
Yeah, they were doing everything by Zoom.
Zoom meetings.
Zoom meetings. They were doing classroom.
I was gonna say, yep. School was done on Zoom.
That's damn near their revenue multiplied times 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this was based on manufactured prices.
Yeah.
Not to mention Big Pharma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They made the killing.
Yeah.
Literal
Pfizer,
killing.
Yeah.
Pfizer, Moderna.
You know how
Made
much
a killing, bro.
How much sanitizer they sold?
And
Diddy was fucking swimming in there. Baby was.
You had one of the CEOs. He was like, I hope that he was wishing that the epidemic wouldn't end. He was hoping that it doesn't end. We know why. Follow the money. The people that made the face mask, people that made the tests,
Yo, the test, yeah.
everybody was getting paid. The fucking nurses that was in there killing people off with those defibrillators.
Even the nurses giving the jabs. How much overtime they was getting? It was working like 18 hours, 20 hours.
Crazy.
You know?
Then people were going to the hospital, nobody there.
Right.
But they on the clock.
The nurses doing TikToks and shit.
Yeah.
And they made more money if they put on a death certificate that it was a death by the CV.
The family.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's just one example. And they can continue to run these crises over and over and over if they want to. Shut everything down, you know, have everything under their control, and then their major corporations and industries, they make a killing. So that's the reason why, like I said, what it said in Sirach 10, because of their unjust dealings and injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is going to be translated from one people to another. They're going to cough. They're going to vomit all that up.
Oh yeah. Oh, it says in
Job the 20th chapter.
Yep. Get that.
You got it all by fraud, man. It was all based on a lie. Keep these people in fear, control them, and you can make your money.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 15. It was verse 12. It says, "But they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying it itself.
Got it. Yeah. But they counted our life a
Brother
pastime.
already named the internet, the medicine, the Zoom. You gotta order your food. If you want to eat out, you gotta order it by
what's that shit?
DoorDash or whatever. You gotta Instacart, or if you want to go brick and mortar, you can only go to Walmart. Ain't nothing else up.
I think Target be open. But we know that's major
Just because Walmart couldn't take it all.
major business.
People complaining they couldn't get in Walmart. They trying to open up the hours longer.
Sam's Club, Costco. But they also, out here at least, the Walmarts, which were 24 hours, they shut them down at like 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
11 o'clock now?
Also, your tissue and toilet paper
paper.
companies.
Yep.
They made a killing too, man.
Hey, but that's why it says in Job that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. You know, they were back behind a curtain. They were probably fucking high-fiving each other. You know, having a toast. You know, fucking drinking adrenochrome, taking shots. You know, fucking vampires. But the scripture says that this moment that the wicked are enjoying, it's not gonna last forever. Okay, it's gonna come to an end. It's a very short-lived dub that these devils took. You know.
I got that. I got the 3 too. Go ahead, you still reading.
Yep. It says, but they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. For say they, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means.
Capitalism.
Yep. Go.
That shit is evil, bro.
Love of money is the root of all evil.
They brag about, the capitalist system, man. That shit is wicked. It's not fair.
Yep.
It's the balance is off, man.
If it was a system that everybody could, every man work for his own, we can figure it out. But when you say no, only 5 people can work, and then we're gonna only hire us, and so we make all the money.
It's rigged. You know, it's a sign for, especially for the people in the sign, to stay at the bottom, just like the curses said. We would be the tail, he would be the head. He approves or denies us. And either way, you're fucked. You know, you approve for a 30-year mortgage. Think about that, a 30-year mortgage.
You're dead, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Literally death.
That's crazy.
That's Jason there. They don't ever work out.
That's crazy.
Refinance. Jake be 65 years old, man. Refinance.
Well, they got to, cause shit, they need the money to survive, or they do what they call was just wicked as hell, a reverse mortgage.
I heard about that
where
one.
they get the bank give you money, and then when you die, they get the house.
I heard about that. They usually go for older Jakes.
Yeah.
Can't earn the money. Got pushed out of the job. Too old.
Or if that person does die, you gotta pay that money to keep your crib. So it's
Which means you gotta sell the crib.
right. Or you gotta hopefully, if
Somebody
you got
else
some
died
type
first.
of insurance money. But come on, man, it's so much shit. It's like,
We're just pray out here, bro.
man.
Yeah. PREY.
We pray, you know.
Yeah.
I got something. Job, I'm gonna start at 5, but I'm gonna go down to verse 15. The triumphing, Job 20 and verse 5. The triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds.
Hey, this guy looks like he can't go there. You can't defeat him. That's what's so beautiful about this. He looks unstoppable right now, and he has the fierce nature to execute vengeance on anybody that comes up against him.
Yeah,
That's why it's gonna take the only father to do it. What's gonna say?
he's literally, above the earth, the space stations.
Sitting in the heavens like he's God.
Yet,
And he is God.
yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, which they have seen, shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be cast away as a vision in the night. Now I'm gonna jump down
Yeah,
to.
that's gonna happen. You know,
Oh yeah.
soon, you know, the book of Obadiah. You know, that's gonna happen after this 1,000 years of slavery. He's gonna be the only nation to be exterminated. Esau, Edom.
Verse 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
You're not gonna get to ride off into the sunset, man.
Right.
Come up from the dumbs
Yeah.
and establish your kingdom.
The phoenix.
You know, rise from the ashes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna rise from the ashes, man, my man. Okay. That's where the that moment when you think you're about to
Fill his belly.
when he's about to fill his belly, right? That's when the angels, all right, hey, the men of the Lord, they're gonna come and take you, put you in chains. Okay? Your rap sheet is fucking, man. You know, this man likes to fucking put RICO cases on Jay. And in a RICO case, there's no, you can't beat it. You're guilty 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, his rap sheet
Yeah.
wrap around the breath of the earth and shit.
That's the rap sheet, man. You're not gonna be acquitted. You done too much.
I'm the only one.
Too much bloodshed. Too much robbery, extortion. All right. You looted the whole world.
I gotta pray. Oh, you got something?
He holds everybody guilty but himself.
This fucking place, man. They blame every other place, every nation. They point the finger at our people. This man never does any wrong. He has no accountability.
White man shoots white man. White man fight back. Who are you fighting?
He somehow blames us.
How did anybody else get blamed but you? Yeah. Because they're killing us. When? Where's this mass amount of Jake killing white people? Well, the stats say it. Where the hell these stats come from?
If that was the case, that Jake face would be plastered all over, not just the world, I mean America, the world.
Yeah.
Like this individual, this gangbanger, this dreadhead nigga killed this little innocent family, innocent baby or whatever.
We automatically went to innocent, right?
That's how they view themselves.
White. Yeah, white.
The world views them as innocent and without blemish, pure.
Look at all the blood on his hands.
Maybe picture this dude's like 45.
I'm surprised they didn't make a bigger deal about that nigga they didn't. I don't think they made a big deal like they could because they would know it was a side that in the train in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because once you bring attention to something, people begin to look into it. Like, okay, why is this and why is it? They question it. If it was just a bam right in the neck, and then it was real, okay, they're gonna plaster this guy's face and make him the face of terror, or whatever. Yeah, no, I had James, but 5, but you got it, bro.
Might as well go back to Job 20.
Job 20.
Yeah.
Keep reading. Job 20. Oh, I did read 15, but I can keep going. I'll read it again. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
All that is describing his wealth.
Yeah.
All right.
Facts.
All the fatness that he had to go out and steal and kill for.
Natural resources.
And pillage and create, crisis so that he can, snatch them up. All that is all talking about the accumulation of wealth that he was able to increase to himself through all these injurious practices.
Yeah, his greater Israel plan is not gonna come to fruition. Okay, because this man has it. Remember, he's trying to reclaim his birthright.
Yeah.
All right, he's mad. He's still mad about that. So he's trying to establish a pseudo kingdom on Earth, where him and his technology can achieve immortality. What good is it to own everything and have all the wealth if you still die?
Yeah, the word pseudo means false.
False.
Fabricated.
Okay, because he's planning to rule out of the Holy Land when all this is all the smoke settles.
Verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not.
He's not going to be able to enjoy it. Remember, the scriptures say, "He sleep not. He that careth for riches basically loses sleep."
Yeah.
So they have to always have these plans, these ploys on what their latest next move is going to be to accumulate more of their wealth
And control.
and control over the population.
It's crazy, bro. It's, the multitude. Thou art wary in the multitude of councils, man. You got too much going on.
Too much happening in the earth. They can't sleep.
You can't sleep, man. You know?
They can't.
And he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
Yeah, that's why it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? That's talking about somebody that's envious. He has a evil covetousness. So he'll have all his wealth, but that's not enough. He got to make sure that he's getting what he already has and then some. Make sure nobody else got nothing. You wonder why everybody in the world is fighting. Why so much violence in the earth? It's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. He's envious to his own self.
I got a quick one. Can I bring this out real quick?
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 140 and verse 8. It says, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. You know, so we're talking about the desires, right? His desire is to get all the wealth and then control the people, control the population. Total control. A godlike control, where he knows your thoughts. He can put thoughts in your head. He can make you do things. Okay? That is what he wants. That is his desire. All right? Forever rulership and wickedness. But we're over here, hey, we're letting him know that this agenda is not going to go down to its extent that you want to take it. Okay? It's coming to an end. All right? It's going to be disappointing.
Verse 21. There shall none, back in Job chapter 20, verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
You might as well read all the way down to the end.
Yeah, okay. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Break down that wicked. That's the worker, right?
Yeah, the toiler.
The word for wicked is aimawa, which means a laborer, a toiler. You know, basically the working class.
Yeah.
They realize they putting all this work into society and ain't getting shit in return. Like was that a Haggai we always go into? Yeah, all your money got a destination. You know, you do all this work, but you barely get anything that you work for.
It's one-sided.
You get stimulus packages, knowing it's coming right back to him.
Right. You'll never get to enjoy the fruits of your labor on the side.
It's one-sided, bro.
That's why we're
only
laboring.
one person is trying. The other one's just taking and taking.
So that's the reason why the elites can't really be in public like that.
Yeah.
You know,
They gotta hide, man.
they gotta hide themselves.
Yeah.
They can't be around anybody poor.
Yeah. They can't let the world know their true wealth.
Yeah.
If the world knew what the elite's wealth was, like we talking passage. They probably have over $1 trillion. They got real stuff. They ain't got no dollars. They got. If you know how
They lie
much
when they say
gold.
that they're billionaires.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like the Rothschilds and them, they're trillions. They're in the trillionaire.
Yeah,
club.
they own the gold and diamond districts and industries, and they're the biggest landowners in the world. They own countries.
Hey, Palestine was mortgaged to the Rothschilds.
So the government is indebted to them.
They use the British royalty and the British army to cause when they had that war, and then all right, now that we won, that's established the Balfour Declaration.
Yeah.
Then in 1948, voila. Now you have your state.
State of Israel.
You know, but all that they mortgaged that to the Rothschilds. Yeah, man.
Okay. I'll start at 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yep.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
We know what that's getting into. It's nuclear destruction, man. ICBMs. That's what's going to end this whole empire. All those riches is going to come to naught because of the thermonuclear destruction.
Right.
You know, his banking institution, all that is going to be clean, white, dissolved. All right. Everything that he made a killing off of, as far as these industries, ain't gonna be no need because the Lord's gonna come down and overthrow them.
Yeah. Right.
So all those riches by default is gonna go to the Lord and his people.
Right. And all the what's it called? The commodities that are backed with paper money, the actual silver and gold and rubies and gems and precious metals, all of that substance is actually gonna go. Not taking that paper.
Forces
the
of the
Gentiles.
Gentiles.
Yeah.
That's why the gates gonna have to be open continually. Ain't nobody gonna worry about you coming. Don't try to come with no hostile shit. I'm gonna come in there and rob them. No, that ain't happening.
They can't even look at the temple.
Yeah.
Let alone step near it. All right, verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him.
Yep. As soon as that missile come out the silo.
Yep.
Yeah. People gonna be in incredible fear. Yeah, and that's when they're gonna be shook up. They're gonna be making a run to go down into those bunkers. You know, trying to escape their judgment. But you ain't gonna escape. Not happening. Go ahead.
Verse 26, all darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
That's already happening. Crimes against humanity, all your endeavors. You know, since you came out of the bottomless pit, all the way up until the founding of Babylon in 1776, founding of the so-called Illuminati, 1776. And everything that you've done from that moment on up until this very present time. It's all gonna come out on you, man. All the lies, the deception, the wealth transfers, the shedding of blood of the saints, all the land grabbing and pillaging. Hey, all that you're gonna have to come up off of that. You're about to get judged. Your fingerprints is on everything.
Yes, it's like 3 more verses. There's 2 more verses. The increase, verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of the wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Raise 28 again.
The increase of his heart shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
And that's the day when the Lord's gonna take him down, and then all the riches are gonna be translated over to Israel, the true Israel. Right? Those who we didn't have shit prior to the Lord taking this man down. The tribes, what the fuck we got? Everybody took from us, even when we didn't have it. You know, took everything out of us, man. Couldn't have a land, couldn't have shit.
She couldn't have our own heritage.
Huh? We claiming what was taken from us, and now that's hate speech.
Right.
Can't have nothing. So no, the Lord is gonna He's gonna come and take these nations down and have dominion. And it says that the saints shall take the kingdom. So we gonna eventually take what's rightfully ours anyway. Because guess what? The earth was made for our sakes. Right? Everything dwelling in it, it really goes to us. You know?
Rightful owners.
Yeah.
Because these other nations, they don't know how to manage the earth. They don't know how to manage the resources, how to properly distribute the resources. They don't know. These nations, they're basically beasts.
Yeah, it ain't like it's it's not hidden from them. You know, everybody got a Bible. The Bible is the #1 selling book in all history. You know, so you got the law contained in there on how to manage the planet Earth. So it's not hidden from them. They just can't do righteousness. It's not meant for them to do it. You know, they were not created to be righteous. You know, that's why the Bible is only for the Israelites to understand. What y'all got?
Yeah, I got Psalms 10. I'm gonna start here at verse 2. It reads, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High Yahweh. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity." Hey, and that's how he thinks, man. On top of the world, the God complex, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, right? He feels as if the infrastructure and the ways in which he's setting up is gonna rule forever. He's trying to obtain that immortality, man. You know? Hey, but he's gonna be sadly mistaken. Continuing, It says 6, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in...
Because really, the rich, they actually, the scriptures say the rich abhors the poor. You know? They feel as though, why should we even coexist? When, if it's less of you, there's more resources for me. That's how they feel. So I might as well just work on getting rid of you so I can enjoy more of these riches.
It made me think about, when you said that, it made me think about the movie In Time. When the guy was like, why do you have 150 million years? He's like, there's more than that. Like, what? He said, why would one person be able to, so you could essentially live forever. He said, why would one person be able to live forever if anyone has to die? That's the point.
Yeah, how many? Yeah.
Yeah, and they had more. See, they had like